All right. Let's start out with a Demi Lovato song. Love this song. I have to stop it there. That is a long song. I love Demi Lovato. Flies on the coastline, flies on the coastline. But I can't remember the song I made up for you. I remembered. I just got tongue-tied, to be honest. You guys are so funny. Hey, Freeside. Who? Okay. Who do y'all think that I'm looking for a fight with? I'm interested to know. I think you're all going to be just like, wow, really? For real? Who do you guys think? No, I shouldn't ask you that. I shouldn't. I don't want to fight with anybody. I don't. But I was hanging out over Degenerate Lost, and Jody mentioned something that happened on my channel. And it was, she was on my panel, and Tiffany Marie came up, and they had an argument. Now, I have to say, until I find it, I don't exactly remember what I heard. Now, let me explain what heard and listened to. There's a difference, class. Listen up, class. There's a difference between being heard and listened to. I heard them. I heard them arguing. I can't remember what it was about. Tiffany Marie came in hot that day. She really did. Yeah, I can't remember what they even said to each other. All right. I know, I gotta find it. I thought it was in that bag with all my notes in it. And it probably is. It's probably in between and stuck in the middle of a notebook, right? Why the fuck would I want to fight with you, flies? No, girl. No. You are at the bottom of the I want to fight with list. I ain't going to make you mad. You will find everything about me. You will. Don't make flies mad. She knows where everything is. Okay, that could be an important page in your notebook. I know where my ruler's at. I know. For sure. All right. Well, without any further ado, since no one seems to read descriptions for things. No, Tara. Hey, Avian. Okay, so I thought what we would do is, because Jody Sue came over and paid us a little visit. Now, the visit was like 8 hours long. So I cut it down and put it out that way. So I think there's like four in a row or 5 in a row. But we're going to listen to what she said, class. People keep going back and asking questions. I kind of want to go back and listen to what Jody was saying. So the person I want to fight with, well, I really don't want to fight with anybody, but we'll fight with this lady right here, because she's a little bit crazy. She is crazy. So, and she better not strike me either. Don't be striking me, RC. For real. Now, I can laugh at myself. I am rather good at laughing at myself. So, if you would have read the description, class, right? The JSB and TM argument was during the Marlena. Yes, I've got it. I think it's part 2. I got where Marlena comes up and she argues with Marlena. I do have that. For real. And I don't never strike anybody for using my stuff, but don't use my stuff, Ernie. You should have been nice to Jody from the beginning. You talked to her many, many, many times. Many times you had conversations with her. And now after 5 years, you're like, Jody, let me take you to dinner, right? She already told you she didn't want to have coffee with you. So you upped it to dinner. No, sir. Don't do it, Jody. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's an Ernie Shell trap. You got to be careful, in my opinion. Hearsay speculation. He might throw you in a trunk. I'm just saying. That's what I heard. Hearsay. Speculated. Paying attention, but I'm poor. Can someone spot me some attention until I can get some more? Yes. We are sending you attention, ABN. Can you feel it through the galaxy? For sure. Hey, I'm probably the most low budget channel on YouTube. If YouTube rated low budget channels, I would win the award. I would. You know what? It's weird, but I wouldn't even care if I had 2 people in here. I would still be talking and I'd still be giving them my opinion too. They would be mercy subs. Brooks whooped his ass. Yeah, that was interesting. Absolutely. Brooks, Ernie, you are a weirdo. Hey, Mr. A, don't make me go there. What are you talking about? Why would we expect anything less from Brooks? She did it to me, Mr. A. She did it to me. I wouldn't expect anything less from her. Everything I do is free. Well, good for you, Mr. A. Okay, so anywho, we are going to listen to some little tidbits of when Jody was up on my panel. And the thing about it is, you guys, we're really going to listen to what she says this time. Now, I apologize because did I give me a thumbs up? I gave myself a thumbs up. You better believe it. I'm kind of double dipping here, right? What do you call this? Do you call this a grift? Do you call this grifting, or what is it called when you use your own content? When you commentate on your own content? You're commentating on your content. And I monetized it. Damn. I can hear him now. That bitch is crazy. Nah, okay. I admit to being a little crazy sometimes. Mr. A, please, we're not going there. We're not going there. Flies. Look at Mr. A's question and tell him very nicely that we're not going there. Okay, a slow YouTube day. Yes. Yes. And look, I know Jody got mad at me, but I do appreciate Jody coming over, hanging out, and, conversing. So I think a lot of what she says is really important stuff. But, we'll get back into it. Hey, Cinnamon Girl. for sure. Flies. Thank you. Mr. A, we will have a different conversation about that sometime. For sure. I can't believe you're out on the YouTube streets and you're asking me that question. Oh, all right, moving on. Okay, so yes, this is that bitch remain calm. And she's commenting on, Jody's stuff. Okay, here we go. And like I always say, I am not here to hate on Jody. This is not a hate on Jody fest. So all I can say is that, don't show Jody any hate. There's no reason to hate on Jody. For real. For real. I just, she only came to my channel a couple times. I mean, they were long lives, but she only came to my channel a couple times. And then she got mad at me and she left, and then she came back and I was mad at her, and I think I, ran her off or something. I don't freaking remember. Hey, Mama Bear. Oh, Ernie. Well, sorry, Ernie, this ain't about you today. At all. I ain't gonna talk about you. You ain't gonna mention me anymore either, because nobody gives a fuck what you say about me anyhow. How about that? I've not seen Jody in ages. I thought she left you too. I think she was caught. Hey, Mama Bear. I think she was doing other stuff. Mama Bear. How come you reminded me? So this is funny. I thought it was funny. Okay. This I thought was funny, Mama Bear. So I got Jody up on my panel. Mama Bear comes up. Mama Bear's like, hey, Jody, you want to come over to my channel? Which I thought was funny when you said it. And I'm like, well, that's not good YouTube etiquette, but I am absolutely good with it. So then, tell me if I'm remembering wrong, Mama Bear. So then Jody went over to Mama Bear's, and Mama Bear had to step away for a minute, and then Jody wasn't happy after that. Remember, Mama Bear? I'm not going to get into all of it. I'm not. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, girl. No, you don't have to do that, Mr. A. For real. Please don't. Leave that shit be. For sure. What does H mean? You just put an H in there? Oh, yes. Okay. I remember. Jody gets pissed at people, and then she's like, she cuts them off. She cuts them off. I mean, she's like, well, after I thought about it, I could see where, because Jody got mad at me, there were people asking questions in chat that she had answered over and over and over. Well, Andy had also answered that same question. And I said, hey, Jody's answered that 1,000 times. If you don't believe her, go over and Andy talks about it, right? And Andy was saying the same freaking thing. And she got so pissed at me. She did. She was like, fuck you. I was like, dang, girl. But I was good with it. Okay. All right. Moving on. I have to say now, this lady's voice kind of sucks. turn your little ear pods down, okay? Turn them down. Even if you're hard of hearing. I can say she said some wild shit today. Oh, well, Jody got mad because a question was asked. I remember the question and who asked. Yeah. Anymore, who doesn't is a shorter list. Yeah, there's all kinds of shit happens. I watched Degenerate Lost. I've been going over there. I feel comfortable in that chat over there. Pretty if I find a channel that I feel comfortable going into chat, that's a good thing. Not that I, you know, I'm just not I'm the queen of the no-see-em community. So I'm watching. A lot of times I'm watching on my TV. She'll be okay with the big girl panties on. Hey, Ruby Doo. Ruby Doo. What a name, Ruby Doo. Okay. Like I said, this is me commentating on me and Jody. All right. Did I turn the captions on? Yes, I did. Okay, now we're kind of going backwards because we're going to start with part 2. We're going to start with part 2. So let me put this out here. I would appreciate no one using my Jody Sue Brown interview as content unless you ask me. That is because I was not for me, for Jody. You guys, this is fucking weird, and I don't care who it is. If someone comes up and has, conversations with me, I don't like them to be attacked over it. I don't like my stuff to be used to attack other people. I'm not saying it hasn't happened before, okay? For real. But it's just something I don't know. Now, are there interviews that if I would have known today what I knew then, or vice versa, I'd have left that crap out there. Actually, a couple of them may be out there right now. You never know unless you subscribe. Ruby has a nice accent. Who the fuck is Ruby? Oh, Ruby Doo? Oh, sorry, Ruby Doo. A nice accent? What kind of accent? That's the only thing I'm asking. I'm not being a bitch about it. Just please ask me. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. All right. And nobody asked. Done hit the candy, huh? Me? Of course. Would you expect less? Would you? Right, we're hopping into part 2. Let's go ahead and get started on it. Some people may not care about it, and that's absolutely fine. Don't know what to tell you. Please just be respectful to each other in chat and do not mention any creators' names. And thank you very much. We'll turn the chat off.
And it sucks to live that way, but it is what it is for now.
Oh, hey, super sensible. Oh, I hope you get to feeling better. You just finished part one. Well, I hope you get to feeling better, super sensible, for real.
And some of these local
Sage must not have been feeling good back then.
years do get dark and dirty,
Oh,
especially for
hey,
cornbread
oh,
affiliates. And
welcome.
I ain't playing
Right.
those games, but
That's funny,
you know, you
bro.
have to deal with that. I guess my age right now. If you want,
Yes, okay. So I have to admit, when I put that in chat, I didn't think, I don't know why that I just called your dog by its name. And after the fact, I was like, I hope they don't think I'm talking about Charlie K. For real.
one of us, but
Right.
it's not Marlena. Now,
No, it's not.
I would not doubt
It's
you.
not, but they. Okay, she's starting to talk about Marlena. Now, Marlena does come up on my panel, and it's just interesting what she says. Can become a new member. I don't care.
I wouldn't doubt others following her. Even
Right.
before she's online, the word was that she's being hunted down by dope dealers. She has a debt, so
And I'm going to say trigger warning. Yes, I do trigger have warning. That. Some of this content is a little heavy, just to let you guys know. Right now, she's talking about Marlena on my banner. So, as I say, opinions of this channel may not necessarily be the opinions of others. Absolutely. I commentate in the hope to educate. If I do that, that's a good thing. Dress up the cursey words in chat, please, is all I ask. Don't talk about any other creators. I really don't need a copyright disclaimer because this is my content. Damn, that girl, she just laying it out there, ain't she? This is what my channel is about. Absolutely. And if you feel the need and you're being super sweet and you want to tip the host, it is $remain_calm01.
others with her.
Yep.
The others.
Damn. Pimping myself out. Girl had it going on back then.
I noticed in a few days before she jumped on panel, all of a sudden all of her windows were absolutely beaten out of that vehicle. She was driving the little black Explorer SUV thing, right? And they were beaten out suddenly in tarps and trash bags. I'm like, what the fuck? Who did Marlena piss off? Look at all the dents on it. What the hell, right?
Right. So, the thing about it is, I don't think anything's amusing about being homeless. I don't believe anything's really amusing about addictions of any type. I know we blow shit sometimes over here, but y'all know where our hearts are at. We just, and Marlena was having a hard way to go. That's what the understanding was. So she says that the vehicle that Marlena's in is a dark SUV, right? Let's listen to that one more time. Not that it may mean anything. I'm just paying attention to what's being said. Yep.
The others I noticed in a few days before she jumped on panel, all of a sudden all of her windows were absolutely beaten out of that vehicle. She was driving the little black Explorer SUV thing, right?
Little black Explorer SUV thing. The dog's name is Charlie B. Barking. Cool. Yeah, you did. You did. Damn it. Why you doxing Charlie for? I'm talking to Jody C. Brown.
And they were beaten out suddenly.
Well, I'm listening to myself. Listen to myself. listening to Jody Sue Brown. How about that?
And tarps and trash bags. I'm like, what the fuck? Who did Marlena piss off? Look at all the dents on it. What the hell, right?
Right.
You know, for hating me. Yeah, I mean, like, I just can't. And one of these days, maybe I'll hear the recordings I have of Marlena and those traveling with her right now. And the beautiful shit they've said over time, you know, over this course of convenient times and days for the last 2 years.
Right.
Things been occurring and gameplay afoot. But she had boo to say to me last time she saw me.
What's funny is
She get ready to
Marlena
have
became a
something to say to
member of
ya.
my channel. Now I'm sure she's not a member anymore, but where I got kind of tickled about that is because Lip said she was giving her money off and on, but then
That
she
was
turned around and
funny.
became a member of my.
That was funny. I have to admit, that kind of cracked me up because for some reason Marlena got a membership. I don't know how she got it. Could have been gifted to her. I don't freaking know. But Lips had been bitching because she said that Marlena was, you know, she was tired of buying her cigarettes and shit, right?
Channel, which you guys, it's really cheap to become a
Doggy
member of my
witness
channel. It's only
protection.
$1.99.
Oh,
So
thanks, Mr. A.
you know, if you take an inkling to become a member, please feel free to do so. Always happy to have new people over here.
Damn, that lady sounds really nice. What happened? What happened to that lady?
She come in and looked at me and walked back.
Well, ma'am, I'll give you my opinion on what happened to that lady. Because she came across too many fuck faces on YouTube.
Out and that was when they were waiting on us and pulled right in and they kept circling, eyeing little, and then the next day here she comes online.
See, that's what's weird. Because, I mean, everybody was talking about stalky shit going on around the area, right? They was all like stalking each other. It was freaking weird. Cigarettes and pop are important. I'll take a cold ginger shine any day.
You know?
Jody's talking about
like,
Marlena right now.
And then she's trying to flip script and say everybody else is stalking her and like, man, I ain't stalking nobody. All these fuckers that shit over the years. And Fred and them, oh, Jody, you stop me. You can clearly see it's the opposite way around. It's like, bro, I have camera. Like, stop that. Stop it. You know?
Right.
Now, I don't know about Andy. I doubt it. I don't think Andy's stalking Marlena either. Yeah, but he could be keeping tabs on stuff for YouTubers. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
That is very true. Did anybody just hear what she said? Let that sink in. Jody and Andy both have said that neither one believed that the other had anything to do with Summer. And, you know, Andy keeping an eye out for YouTubers, I'm sure that was happening. I mean, heck, him and Ryan went tons of places. They were everywhere in that holler.
And I mean, hell, it's not like it's a big place. Everybody, I'm sure, sees everybody else. And
Right.
didn't he say he's seen her at Burger King quite a bit or some shit?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's true. Like, that place and another place right there is where, you know.
Is that the local hangout? Didn't Don Wells love Burger King? Was that the local hangout for him? I'm just asking. I don't know.
She comes and goes from, and where she's been watching cops from too is big dope shit's dropped and other things as well, and
right.
probably to keep tabs and eyes on me for YouTube as well. And so,
Let me tell you, a big mistake for some of them people were coming to YouTube. Look what happened to Dudley Asian. He comes on YouTube on Voices Behind the Walls channel. He admits that he had been doing math while he was working for Dawn. He then is found because there was a warrant out for his arrest. And right when he got off shares, the boy went to jail. Okay. The boy went to jail. Dudley went to jail. He did not pass go or collect any money. As far as, well, no, because I think Cher had put his Cash App up. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I thought she did. But yeah, he walked right into that trap. H had mentioned Burger King to get summer fries on June 15th. Oh, where did he mention that at, Amy's? I would love to go back and find it. I probably have it somewhere because new potatoes. Ooh, that sounds good, Ruby Doo. That's crazy.
Right.
Okay.
But it's like Lips at one point. It's like, oh, Jody says she goes to this place every morning to get her coffee. You know, it's magic store and only.
You said that, Lips. How'd you know where she got her coffee every morning?
I have the location. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, this is
everybody
this
here
is
knows.
well,
watches.
this happens a lot, that somebody will tell somebody else something, and you know, they immediately believe it.
You doesn't have to be stalker to see that. That's one of the main thoroughfares as you're going out. If
Right.
he's trying to avoid coming by here, he'll go out the other way, and then that would.
You guys can hear this, okay? Can't you? Somebody throw a one in for me or something.
And I've seen her going by. I've seen, yeah. I'm like, yeah, who's talking who, homie?
Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Mr. A. That is sweet of you. Thank you. That is so sweet. So basically, they're seeing each other because it's not a big area, right? Everybody's having to take the same route. Oh, thank you, Ruby Doo. Thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
You know, like I can't even have a car here because then they'll get the make, model, and this there, and then when Little and I do get free, then they'll be able to follow, and so that's how we went, moved to.
But he said that way later, like Candace said way later, the summer had cold hot dogs for breakfast. How can you believe anything? Absolutely. Yeah, he did say that way later. I remember he said that the kids weren't dirty because they had a washer and dryer. So the kids had clean clothes. I remember he said that. I've got a lot of H's interviews. I just have to go back and find them.
And so I use another vehicle, and they know I've tried to dox it, whatever, but it's like, nobody needs to know what any of us are traveling in. Somebody can literally come kill us. I mean, look at Marlene over there, not going.
Trigger warning.
Somebody just pull up and blow their fucking brains out.
Wow.
Like, really?
Wow.
And
Well,
PG.
see, that I did find that sad that nobody was really taking, anything as being threatening toward the other person. And it absolutely could be, something happening, right? I don't know, Tara. Obviously, Candace. It's what I mean. That stuff's kind of crazy. Hey, Sage.
Yep.
Yeah. And Jason being okay with me, like, wait, Marlene just laid right into her. And these other critters theaters watching crazies threatening to cut us up or burn us down. Look how many weird fires have been around here, too.
Right.
And look at it. I mean, humans without soul doing pieces to burn us down, putting the camper picture up there, Shay doing it being on fire, Jenny and Adrian having people and comments up on there on.
She has not been happy with, I know, is it chasing? Is it just chasing or chasing justice? And Gabble Geeks, and there's been some other ones too. I'm so she toted on daisies, yeah. No, I remember her talking about it. She talked about like food and stuff with Benny too. She did an interview with Benny where she was I don't think she mentioned what Summer had that day, but she was talking about, Candace was talking about, what she's good at cooking. Now, Jody does mention other creators. I personally don't know these other creators. I don't. I do not know. I don't know those people. I really don't. I've never had a conversation with any of them. Yeah. And it's good if anybody, you guys are good with wherever you go and where you hang out, where you get your Summer Wells information. For sure. So it's chasing truth, not chasing justice. Yeah, because chasing justice has came in here before, right? All right, here we go. Haters, I've not followed them in Summer's case at all. She's had more of a rapport and things with these creators. So when she's speaking about these other creators, that is funny because Jody was like, I don't want to dick with her on social media. We can do it in real life. Yeah, Jody's talking about Marlena. They would go for the honey bun, she said.
Like, we'll do it in our damn parking lot. We can all go for honey buns, and I ain't messing with you.
I mean, I don't know why I ain't gonna let her. That's the thing. I'm not gonna let her come up here and freaking argue with you anyway.
Ain't no need.
And that's what ended up here comes Marlena. I believe here comes Marlena. I let Marlena up on panel, and Marlena comes in hot. So let's figure out what these two girls are fighting over. I told you I'm looking for a fight. This isn't the fight I'm looking for. And so I don't know, chasing from the girl. Oh, I don't, yeah. It was alive the day after Jody popped up and Marlena come up screaming at her or whatever. But Marlena did apologize. So yes, Marlena did apologize. Of all channels, she mentions that to Prayer Garden. The stalking neighbor was up there, and she proceeded to tell Marlena that Prayer Garden would tell her all about Remain Calm. And I'm like, okay, let me know. Let me know what you say. I've never had a conversation at all with Prayer Garden of America. It's not a place where I hang out. Have I ever been over there before? I'm going to say I don't remember because I don't remember. In her chat, anyway. I don't have anything against Marlena. I don't know Marlena.
I didn't know
at all.
Marlena.
I do not know her. Let me tell you guys something. The only reason I even knew of Marlena was because Lip sent me all the text messages. Well, not all of them, but some text messages. And I can't even remember why she freaking sent them to me. I'd never put them out. I couldn't even tell you guys, honestly. I couldn't even tell you why she even sent them to me to start with. I never put them out. Yeah, for sure. So that's how I learned about Marlena. But then again, I didn't know Marlena personally. So, I mean, I definitely looked at those texts and, piqued my curiosity. But no, I personally did not know Marlena at all.
And Marlena, you know me well enough. I ain't built like that. You keep
Hey,
your bitch
Amos.
ass pussy shit to yourself. I ain't gonna stay here and be like with you. You see me just a couple days ago, and
Jody.
obviously had a problem, and you dumb mouthed didn't have shit to say then. Instead, you looked at my boobs from down there, and you covered your mouth.
She said Marlena was looking at her boobs. What? That is what she just said. Jody. I didn't hear that when you said it the first time or when I listened to it the second time. Girl. Instead, you looked at her boobs. You wouldn't look her in the eye. For real. So, Jody, she's so misunderstood. That is funny.
Half of the cup before you got ice, and I politely.
Now, there's a comment here. I'm going to show you guys the comment.
Oh,
I can take this banner off. I really don't need it.
I know. I stuck
figured
a banner
y'all would
up
rather
there.
see peace signs.
Yeah.
So Marlena put a comment in here, and it says, I can get on here and turn panel on my face to be on here, Jody Sue, on my way to your house, because you are up here lying and effed up. That's what she said.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
That is funny.
My
I forgot
goodness.
about that.
Moved out of your way so you could do that, even though you and your
Jody.
traveling company were giving me a stink out for you.
Can you see this comment I got pinned?
I can get on something and something to be on.
He said, I can get on here and turn panel on my face to be on here. Jody Sue, on my way to your house, because you are up here lying and fucked up. Oh my God. That is what she said. Turn the camera on. Well, I think what she was saying, Flies, is that Jody wouldn't, Marlena wouldn't look her in the face, is what she was saying. And the way she said that was she was looking at my boobs, right? So to me, that meant Marlena wouldn't look her in the eye. right? Hey, J Dub.
You do, you remember it ain't my hizzy, and you're gonna go whether you like it or not.
Oh my God. That was
Oh,
great.
So anyway,
Lord.
y'all gonna need a cash app.
Yeah.
Vehicle's gonna need towed. She gonna need bond, and I'll be the big bad.
No, what happened was Marlena was going to make her own YouTube channel.
Girl didn't have shit to say to me the other day. She covered her mouth, run up out of
Well,
the
why
store.
you want to come up here?
Okay, I let
And she
Marlena
wants to talk
talk.
about lying. She
I don't remember in this live if Marlena come up and was hollering or
It has to be
being a
this one.
pain. You're fucked up, girl. You're fucked up for what you're doing. You make your money however you want to, for whatever shit you want to. But I can't believe you missed that community or people who.
Now, somebody asked me earlier when I was doing the first part of it where Marlena was. They said she disappeared. But from my understanding, and I don't know because I didn't go anywhere else and listen to Marlena when she was talking, she was saying a lot of people's names from the area. So,
Yep.
Fortunately, love your ass or a part of your own damn fam and part of it. But I can't believe you're doing half this shit. I don't care what you need, whatever for.
Now, the sad thing about it is, I don't think that anybody was hiding. Marlena had, you know, some addiction problems. And at the time she was homeless, I believe she was, you know, they talked about her being in a tent. Then when she came out on YouTube and was going to start her channel, from the way that she talked, she was homeless. She was staying in her vehicle that was parked at like was it some kind of place where they have cars? I don't want to say junkyard. But yeah, she was living in her vehicle. She said that Tony Hammond was trying to get into her vehicle. That is what she said. And I believe, if I remember, it was like the middle of the night. But when would that have happened? Because didn't Tony Hammond go to jail? Does anybody remember how much jail time Tony Hammond got for chasing the 12-year-old into his house? Was he in jail? When did he get out of jail? Right? Who was that YouTuber that had 20 kids and she was always needing car parts? I don't remember, J-Dub. Flies might remember. Flies remembers everything.
well,
But I ain't gonna stand for that.
all you got to do is show your face, Marlena. I'm not letting you up here unless you show your face.
Yeah, this is where
Bottom
Marlena
line,
comes
Jody's
up.
showing her face. I could show mine. I show mine all the freaking time. Who's he apologizing to, Act Right? There's a lot of demons. You apologize
Thank
to
you,
Andrew,
Mr. A.
who showed a woman who had been harmed from DV, and he was so disrespectful to that woman. He also, when he did that, he also disrespected all women who have been in DV situations,
Damn, what am I
who
going
have
on
been
about?
harmed by another individual or their partners. So you go apologize to whoever you want to, H. Davis, but you don't need to talk about it in my chat, okay?
Damn.
For real.
Damn. I don't remember exactly what that was about, but I nipped that shit in the bud, didn't I? Ha ha! I need a dollar. Do you need a dollar, Nana Kim? You need a dollar, Nana Kim? Do you holler for a dollar? Nana Kim, do you holler for a dollar? Or you just need a dollar? We don't judge over here, okay? No judgment. I need an air conditioner.
But I ain't gonna be like,
Anita is the lady that always needed car parts. Anita. Oh, I get ya. Okay. Oh, Anita. Funny.
with her. And she just wants attention and to build up like she's some Billy badass, whatever.
Lisa, you can fly a sign, damn it. You know you can. You know you're good at it. Thank you, Nana Kim. Thank you. Lisa is our professional sign flyer. Yep. Yep, people get jealous of her. I'm just saying. Oh, you want me to send you a sign? Ha ha! You really want me to send you a sign? Girl, you'd be a millionaire. That's right, Anita. She got fired because she didn't go to work. One day she went to Summerwell's revival, but she always needed car parts. There were a lot of them that needed their cars fixed. Flat tires and all kinds of stuff. I mean, for real. That's right. You own that, Lisa. You own it, girl. For sure. Okay. That's a dangerous job. Rain, snow, sleet, shine, hurricane, tornado. That sign gonna fly. Absolutely. No sick days. You don't get no sick days. Don't get overtime. For sure.
And everybody's doing her wrong, and then it gets more attention for her, so she can ride Justin's dick or.
Damn. I mean, Jody was just saying whatever she wanted to say. And I just let her do it. I sure did. She was a talkative.
Mama PGs.
Hey, Anus.
She can get a little bit more attention for their cash app. Be like, oh God, Jody C's talking. Jody C's a danger.
Right.
Andy's this and Dawn's that.
Well, that's the bad thing because.
Blind fuck about summer. Give me a break.
Well, I mean, what do you honestly? Because okay, I don't know if you were in Progarn's chat or whose chat you were in, but Andy was in there and you was telling him to knock it off.
Yeah.
For Summer's case, and was that because of Marlena?
No, I was told he was in there, and there was stupid stuff. I assume he was trying to fuck around and find out for group get info, basically sell off.
Right.
And he's.
I don't know what the fuck that just meant that she said. Does anybody speak Jody? Andy was a sell-off, trying to get information. Oh, okay. Okay. Andy had a flat that Andy B repaired, from what I heard. Oh, Andrew had a flat. No, I've never heard that, Amy's. What I heard was that he knew of Allie and Allie's mom and stuff, saying that they had come in to Andy's place of business, but Andy worked for a tire company. So a lot of people probably went to that place to get a tire fixed. Right? Yeah, she got mad at me. I don't remember if this was the live or not. I'm trying to find the dang live where Nicolina and Tiffany Marie come up on panel and give Jody a piece of their mind. I'm more interested in what Tiffany and her were fighting about, because I don't remember. I don't remember.
Wrong about all kinds of shit. You know, I mean, he didn't pay attention. He didn't care about summer or anything around the real end. He was more worried about Hobag 400 and everything, you know. But now he wants all the things, and to try to get those for YouTubers, and that's not the place for it. And it's detrimental to Summer's case. And I was just like, bro, stop it.
Well, I have to say, though, and this is just my opinion, I didn't find it to be a bad thing when Andy did drive around with Ryan, right? Because Andy was telling where every little back road was, how you could get from point A to C and not even really have to go through B to get to C. You can take A straight to C. I mean, you see what I mean? For sure. Yeah, I know she was on his live today. You know what? I think I caught most of it. I watched it on Degenerate. Flies, will you drop Degenerate's link for me in chat, please? But they're all fighting. Do you want to be heard or do you want to be listened to? There's a difference. Hello, Genevieve. Good morning to you. TM was aligned with 423 Chase, and he was running all the scams. Who actually, and I don't know if anybody even answer this, does anybody know who actually was the individual or individuals that ground guided 423 Chase into the Summer Wells atmosphere? Anybody know who that might have been? I can't think off the top of my head. Thank you, Flies. Right?
You know, but I told him, everybody tried to make it look like, what was the next live title? It was something about like, it looks like Andy and Jody Sue are trying to do away with evidence. Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. But if you watch that chat, and I have the screenshots and recordings of it
about the same
while I
time.
was in there for just a few brief minutes, and I have recordings of it with others witnessing that I was not even listening audio wise to Marlena
Right.
or to get. I did unmute it for a minute right before it. I was like, oh God. And that's when I caught, I think, Marlene in line about my kid and Andy. I was like, oh, whatever. But
my thing is this: anybody who's hanging out on that channel where a creator takes a DV incident, I don't care whose it is, and feels the right to come out, and I'm not agreeing with that at all. I don't know what I'm talking about there.
But if
I
you
can't
look in
remember.
that chat, I was telling Andy repeatedly, please call on.
Yes, Genevieve, he was the billboard guy. He was the bill. Yes, Flies.
Enforcement through it, feds,
Jim
do whatever.
Mullins.
You know?
See, that's what I wondered, Miss Justice. That is what I wondered. Cam, that sounds more, yeah, I mean, that sounds more practical, I think, because of what we learned about him, but I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Right.
Yeah, that seems totally sus. And like we were trying to destroy
Yes,
evidence or
J-Dub.
shut each other. No. I was like, bro, if you see this together
Hey,
because of
Screaming.
certain stuff,
One thing you don't really hear any of these people talking about is Tim Mullins. Right? Have you guys heard Fred talk about Tim Mullins? Maybe I just hadn't paid attention. I know Cher's talked about him, but she and Nana's Angels, you know, had spoken with him or whatever. But yeah, he was Don's PR guy. Yes, J-Dub. Yes, Chase and Don Wells knew each other prior. Yeah, Tim Mullins is the one who lived with his mother. And you can go over to JLR's channel and they actually go up to Tim Mullins' mother's house looking for him. Kind of creepy stuff, right? I do not know, Marie, but I hope that they are healthy and happy for sure.
okay, and other things that were occurring, right? And other things to turn them in. And told him please stop because I know he's trying to get stuff for Trat and things not like he shouldn't be. He cares about it. I'm like, Jesus, can you just for once give a shit about any of these children around anything? You know? But none of them can. They'll use them, they'll put out audit, they'll do whatever.
And I can't speak for Jody, but I think any woman would feel hurt. Number one, that they're with somebody for years and years and they have children by this person. And, you know, it would be hurtful for that person to, you know, be around other children and maybe treat them differently or, you guys know what I'm trying to say. It would be very hurtful. Probably quite a bit, Genevieve, I would hope. Right? Sort of like Ernie, but he keeps his stuff off YouTube. Yeah. Well, he did put his stuff out on YouTube. He still does occasionally, I think. No, he does not, Amy's. He's got dreads.
Right? Look what he's done to his own and had to do his own online. Do you think he gives a shit about the rest? No.
Marlena, if that's you, all you got to do is turn your camera on for me and then I'll turn it back off. No. Come on, Marlena. Whatever.
And I mean, you could, or
I
one of your
mean-
moms, check the creation and account data that for me and maybe send it to me or verify the account data on that, please.
Yeah, I just looked at it. Hold on, I'll pull it back up again. There was somebody.
That way we
in there
can
fucking
determine
with me.
who's
Chris.
threatening who, but you know, like,
Yeah, it was I was kind of looking to hold on.
Hey,
I
look
think
up.
so. Somebody's
Yeah,
telling-
it's not yes, I thought he was in there.
But you know, PG and any
Oh
of us
yeah, it is her.
like you did.
Here
Okay,
it is.
there you
Trigger warning. Watch your ears. Gonna be some yelling here.
go.
Here
But
she
how
comes.
long have we been at?
I took
Jody,
my
here
Right.
peace
she
sign
comes.
off.
Are you ready for this?
Here comes Marlena. I must
I
let
mean, I'm
her
not
Okay.
gonna
here.
be like la 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 with her. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
yeah. I got it.
And
Come on,
so-
Marlena. I was getting ready.
Watch your ears, because I think Marlena starts going off.
That's a double warning from me.
Fair warning.
Almost-
Fair warning. Watch your ears, ladies.
I slowed
Bring
it
you
down.
up.
I slowed it down because there's going to be some holler and
Okay,
maybe we can
well.
understand it.
Well, see, I'm not going to let her argue either.
Oh, come on.
There's no
Marlena.
need to have anything to do with Summer.
at all.
like that,
Hey,
apparently.
Stephen. Right.
Everybody's
Yes, I did not absolutely feel like Marlena had anything to do with Summer, but that was just my opinion.
sus and weird and created doubt and lied on each other, all the shit. It's like, I wish all of them could function in a group to where we could all sit in a room and like, hey, we all know this thing. How can we help law enforcement? How can we help feds? You know?
Right.
How can we help?
So right here, Jody is like, hey, you know, it'd be a wonderful world if they could all sit in a room together and try to figure out what maybe something that they know or something like that. But absolutely, you don't have to sit in a room with anybody to do that. You can absolutely go to law enforcement and, you know, give them whatever information that you have. Hey, Rand 5150.
Help put all these things together. Each of us don't know. Maybe it's a thing that we can be like, oh, and then help feds with it. And let agents sit in while we're having this think tank. I don't give a shit. But no, none of the others want to act right.
That's like telling people to get their head right. I don't, yeah, that's not a term I care for, but why do they need to do that, Jody? Why would you all need to? Law enforcement can put it together. Why would you all have to be together to do that? I don't know. I'm just asking.
And now you can't trust them. They just don't sell anything off. Anything. They don't care what it is.
Well, remember that Nick the Hat guy? They were talking about doing the truth serum, right?
I said that from the beginning that I didn't believe that a lot of them, you know, wanted to associate with law enforcement or really talk to law enforcement, but it didn't have anything to do with Summer. I think that they
Right.
just didn't want to draw attention to themselves
Right.
and some of
I
the
still
stuff
believe
that they
that.
were doing, you know, their own stuff.
Natty or Mountain
They'll make
Dew.
it up. It's like I try to protect my neighbors that are vets and are clearly having PTSD, moments and cancer care, and others that are vulnerable, special needs adults that really are with any disruption able to have seizures that can kill them. And we're at that point.
How are you protecting?
And
I
I
don't
mean,
get that.
neighbors, they're beautiful. They're normal. You know, things,
Ear
I don't-
you
warning.
know. So,
Okay, she's saying she's fighting the good fight for all the good neighbors, right? Okay, let me try to get oh, there's Marlena. Hold on. Watch your ears, you guys.
able to have seizures that can kill them. And we're at that point. And I mean,
Damn, I took it
neighbors,
right back to
they're
that same fucking
beautiful.
point.
They're normal. You know, that house ain't full of just this there. I mean, for the most part, most disruption to it. Obviously, there's Andy beating the shit out of us, but otherwise, not so much anything unreal. No traffic.
Right.
I've always told the truth about that. I can name the exact amount of.
And Don Wells did say he heard a lot of things from over there at Jody's, as did Jody hear a lot of things that were happening at the Wells.
People on less than two hands that ever visited the house in like the decade plus lived there, right?
Right.
And we didn't have visitors, stayed to myself, la. There was no traffic coming on. For the most part, the disruptions Fred and them and Dawn and Candy.
Right.
All the traffic, all the people, all the
Oh.
things.
Ear.
So Jody is saying all the traffic that was coming in the area, they wasn't coming to see her. Fred and Ben Hill 110 were the popping places in the holler.
I don't know. I don't know that to be true.
You know, so
Ear warning. I just let Marlena up.
There
so
you go.
Be ready because she's going to start hollering.
Okay.
Is
here
that
we
you,
go.
Marlena?
Yes, it is. And Jody Sue, you need to quit your line right
Maybe
now.
she didn't lie.
I'm
You're
not
not
gonna.
you're not gonna get on these channels and
I'm
talk
not
shit
lying.
about me when you're the one that told me over here to BP that Fred said that he plotted against taking my youngin.
Wow. There were other people plotting that.
Now come on,
No.
I've got witnesses that night. I
No,
got
I
witnesses
didn't.
that night.
See, this has nothing to do with Summer.
Right.
Marlena's accusing Jody of telling her that Fred was going to take her youngin' or some shit like that. So this kind of doesn't have anything to do with Summer.
You want to make it
I've got it recorded.
good? I
Homie.
hope you do. I hope you
Yeah,
do because I got it recorded too.
um,
And you're the one that's going around telling people that I'm sitting at Burger King doing
Who
drugs and
told you?
passed out. Fuck you, bitch.
I didn't say anything about you being passed out at Burger King on drugs. Are you
You've
stupid?
been
I
running
never
your
heard
mouth.
that
You've been
either.
running your mouth way too fucking
Marlena.
long. Why don't you tell
Marlena.
them why you didn't take a lie detector test, bitch?
Marlena.
Huh?
Listen.
I've offered one,
Hey,
Marlena.
wait.
Day one of you.
Listen to
said-
this. Listen to this. Out of that whole little back and forth, this is what interested me.
Did you take one, Marlena? Did you
What?
Did you
take
take one, Marlena?
Yeah, I took one, bitch.
Marlena just said she took a lie detector test. Why?
Why, Marlena? Why would you say
Why?
that? Look, I know that there was some manufactured chaos that was going on because they were, they wanted Marlena to start her channel and be successful. So, they decided out of the kindness of their hearts that they were going to manufacture this chaos shit, right? And Marlena could start her channel and, be a successful lady. Get out of living in her car. For sure. But that is weird. Why would you say you were given a lie? Why would you have needed a lie detector test?
Why would Marlena need to take a lie detector test?
There's that lady.
I think I asked that the first time right after she said it.
I'm saying
It kind of blew
again.
my mind, Marlena, that you said that for real.
Yeah.
What about you?
Ah,
Did you take one, bitch?
I've offered one. They said they didn't need one.
Oh, I forgot. You was sick and you couldn't, and because of the medication you was on, right? You got on PG's panel. You got on PG's panel and said what the fuck you was gonna blame it on. Who was it?
Can you mute her for a
You gonna
second?
blame it on Billy Bar?
I'm sitting there with my hand over my mouth. I'm like, what the fuck? She sounds like one of Daisy's sisters.
You was gonna blame it on Billy? And what you
I didn't
what
blame
the fuck
anything
you all
on Billy.
just
You
did?
and
What
Fred
the
are the
fuck
one
you
out
all
here
just
bringing his
do?
name out.
I want to
You
know
and
what the fuck
Fred
you
one
just
bringing his
did.
name.
Wait, who's Billy, Marlena? Who's Billy?
I always have to ask who fucking people are. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. I just stay to myself. I don't think Jody Sue was part of the manufactured. No, Flies. No, I'm glad you made that statement. Clarify. I don't think Jody Sue had anything to do with Marlena making her new channel, right?
Trying to say that I'm blaming someone, but
You guys know me. I'm like, who's Billy?
Yep,
I
that's
want to
true.
know who Billy is.
What Billy were they talking about? There's a lot of Billies. Which Billy was it?
What's wrong with my face, Anus?
I'm joking with
I'm not-
Anus. Let me get to that.
No, that
Yes, you did.
Marlena.
You took
how
Annex
did-
out your
wait.
mouth.
Marlena.
Damn.
Marlena, who's telling you all this stuff?
Oh, it was played for me multiple times that she said it, and then she wanted to be played. I'll go
In
ask
context or out of context
Yeah,
or
was it
strung
play?
together.
Oh, okay. What about you going around saying that you wasn't going to stand in front of Andy anymore? You knew he was over there selling drugs to Ben Hill Holler over at 110 to get to molest little girls.
That you and your people, you don't slinging this.
Wait.
Are you serious?
Damn. See, I forgot about all this. See, nobody ever paid any attention to Remain Calm's channel. And I get it. I really need to go through and, re-edit my titles to my content. I'm lazy. I have the ADHD where my brain is saying, girl, get busy, get that shit done. And my body's like, ain't happening, girlfriend. Not today. Right? I think folks have gone nuts. I could understand Marlena getting a lie detector if she's part or implicated in some sort of ring. So you think if she really did get a lie detector, that it probably wasn't for anything to do with the Summer Wells case. It would be for other reasons, right? Now, it was put out there. I'm not going to say Bill Shipley, maybe. Hey, Renee Marie. I'm not going to say out. I forgot what I was going to say. It was something good, though. I'll remember it here in a minute. Y'all know how I am.
It's like
Remain Calm totally lost control of this conversation.
I absolutely did.
Can you guys tell?
Hey, I just go with the flow.
This was going to happen, but
we don't know
You
you all
the one
have
said it.
heroin
It came out
pills.
your mouth. It came out your mouth.
Yeah, weed, Marlena, weed.
yes,
You
please.
said the pills, bitch. Why don't you go back and
Hey,
listen?
did you or did you not leave your
I didn't. I'm going to say this 1,000 times over. When Jody was talking about the substances or whatever for the sedation shit, she was talking about marijuana, right? Small fish catch sharks. Very true, Amy's. Very true.
kid?
And no, Jody did not say pills.
She didn't. I never heard it. Did anybody hear her say that? I never heard her say pills.
Marlena. I don't know her, Brenda. I don't know Marlena. I don't know anything about her. I really don't.
Nope.
But if that's your opinion, girl, you can have your opinion.
That's right. You can have
Where
your
you
opinion.
supposedly
I
knew
didn't
all
leave
this
my
was
kid
going on.
there. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you did.
Fuck you. You don't need
wait,
to know
that's
anything
what
about
she was
me.
around.
You know what? Yeah.
Now wait, she just said
Sedatives.
she
Thank
didn't
you,
leave
Flies.
her kid there.
And, some people might think of marijuana as being a sedative, right?
But yet we heard she pretty much left her kid there.
Yep.
I don't know. I can't keep up with all of it.
Well, my opinion was she should have been asking the person that was actually in cahoots with her family to try to take her kid away. Right? That got blamed on Fred for some reason.
What? This is over.
Wait,
and what I think, it's okay, bitch.
Marlena.
Keep following me. Keep following me. Keep stalking me.
Marlena.
I ain't stalking you.
Stop
And girl, I
hollering.
got cameras and recorders on me at all times. Plus, I hear the house.
Good.
all
I'm going to need bail money. Bitch, you're going to need bail money the next time you're out.
Wow.
Are you scared, Jody? Are you still scared of Marlena? I'm not saying Jody's scared of Marlena, okay? I'm sure that they all know of each other, and, you know, this is just YouTube bickering. She did leave her kids there. Yes, she sure did. Mama, we did hear that. We did hear that. For real. We did hear that.
Oh, I'm sure, Mom. You know, whatever.
You're fucked up driving around with your kids all the time, bitch.
I ain't fucked up at all. I have cancer.
It took me a minute because I was like, why is she fucked up for driving around with her kids? That's not what she meant. That is funny. J-Dub does not believe your theory was someone never got out of the truck till it drove away to the gas station. Candace went inside. 2 options. She was taken there or she was already gone. Oh, interesting. Interesting. No, that is what was said. For sure. Dawn said it. Candace said it. They said that Marlena's, I mean, how long was Marlena's daughter supposed to be there when Dawn had grandma? Wasn't it grandma that took Marlena's daughter to her grandma's house, right? How long was she have supposed to stay then?
Disability, dummy.
Yeah. Yeah, don't ever forget Jody she's got cancer, and yeah, she does. It's in her neck, and
oh, you're fucked up now, dummy.
Hey, Remain, how long's my voice been like this?
Oh gosh.
Was that not in the hospital just the other night? Hey, Marlena.
I don't know why anybody would have came at Jody and said she didn't have cancer. She absolutely does.
Go out right now and get yourself a CVS drug test kit. I'll follow along on a live. I'll piss on.
But if Allie said it too, that means Allie knew who Marlena was, right? Allie knew who Marlena was.
Camera, you want to do that?
Yeah, you lie about it anyway.
No, I ain't. I'll do one.
Jody says, I will go to CVS with you. I will piss and we will see the results on a live. And Marlena said, you'll lie about it anyway. These guys cracked me up. There was a picture of her up on that hill, and she was in none of them pictures. Pictures of her child. Oh, yes, Flies, you're right. Absolutely, you're right. So that just says to me that Allie had to have known who Marlena was. If Allie said that, I think they all knew of each other. I really do. I think they all knew of each other. All right, I'm going to let this play. I'm going to run and grab me a cup of coffee. Be nice to each other in chat. Based on her nasty mouth, she never tells anything. Now, you're right, Brenda. I've never heard her say anything important about Summer either. I mean, honestly, I haven't. And, you know, some of the things she has said are different than what she said before. So, you know.
I'll even show my whole ass pussy while I piss in the cup.
Nobody wants to say.
I told Ziggy the same. Her bread cut the stoplight. I've yet to see that girl piss in a cup. Remain, if y'all want to see me enough, I'll stay on camera the whole time. I'll go my ass straight to Walgreens. I don't care.
You're
And
good.
look here,
You're
y'all
good. You
seen
don't
how I was
have to
in the
do that for
hospital the
me.
other night. That's how much she knows me, Romaine, since the other day. And when she seen me at the store, my voice was really bad because I had an infection, right? And so when my body's under stresses, it gets really
Right.
bad. But
Yeah.
even the people around were like, look, anyway. But my speech, you already tell, goes up and down. But I was at the hospital the night after that.
Right.
Less than 24 hours getting blood work, labs,
Right.
piss, you name it.
Yeah.
Whole night. You know, I clearly have medical conditions. I'm pretty sure. Actually, if I wanted to bring it up from the other night when Marlene is.
And let me tell you guys something. There's no way in hell that I would ask Jody to show me anything to prove that she's got her health problems. And, you know, she has showed everybody she doesn't have to prove anything to me at all. What she's saying about her health is absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth. And, you know, that's what's fucked up about a lot of these fucking scumbags on social. So you're saying that Carolyn, why are you okay? I need receipts on that. How is Marlena related to Don and Candace? How is Marlena related to Don and Candace? Because that's what you're saying, right? How long did Marlena live with them? Where do I find that? Where do I find that? Social media. They don't care about other people. Okay. They only care about themselves and making sure that they get attention. Now, they don't care whether it's good attention or bad attention. Okay, moving on.
And she really said she had a polygraph. And that's if I had one. Man, I've offered since day one. I have the text the detectives, you know, all the things in the feds. Y'all seen me for years try to get one of my own. I have proven by officials around somewhere that the ones that we even tried to pay for them on, like, you know, got money together for, that I located the best in the world, contacted them. I have the recordings of this. Y'all want to hear them at some point? I'll release them. But they had to get confirmation from the FBI, who they also trained and did things with.
Right.
These are the best of the best in the world, and the FBI would not give consent. So obviously they're real hot on giving this the a polygraph.
Right, right.
You know, so but Marlena here has apparently been polygraphed, so I guess new news, whether you believe bullshit or not.
Well, the thing about it is, and look, you know, the thing about Marlena, if Marlena wants help, she knows where to get help. Right now, she's making quick money. She likes that quick money. And yes, she was making quick money. I mean, but who doesn't like quick money, right? But we all like quick money. Okay. We love it, the quick money. And again, thank you, Mr. A, for the 500 gems. Ruby Doo, 200 gems. Mr. A sent me 250 more gems. And Nana Kim sent me 2. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the jewels. I do. Yeah.
But there ain't no need to come at me like and be lying to get it, or to be using your whole community or putting shit on people that don't belong, or making others look like pervs, or you know, for her to be
okay. So
That was the fight there. So let's come over to this one. Okay, that one was part 2. This is part 1. We'll listen to a little bit of this. It does say in the description, or not the description, in the title is it's either conversations with the neighbor of Summer Wells or Summer Wells' neighbor. They're all in a line. I should put them in a playlist. So I want to, because Jody does talk about summer stuff in here. Okay. Okay, hold on. I don't know. Hang on. Okay, let's just listen to a little bit of this one. And the only reason I'm doing this, I said I was going to be off. And I do need to put them out without me commenting on them. Flying for a couple days. I am multitasking. I have a, well, Genevieve, how dare they make you make your own cup of coffee? How dare they? What is wrong with people? A lot of paperwork and videos that I am getting together for my own personal reasons. So that is why you guys are hearing this right now. Okay, Caroline. Hey, Poppy. Thank you. Right.
Now, if they want to help Summer, fine. Come out here, tell the truth, tell what you're really saying, or as much as you can give the public, or feel okay or comfortable with. You know what I mean? That's not detrimental to Summer or Casey. I mean, none of us are giving guidebooks. But if you actually want to help Summer, then don't come out here and be like lying on purpose. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is chaos. This isn't helping Summer.
No,
these are lies. I and most of the community in Beach, I mean, we know it. You know.
Well, the thing about it is, though, it's more. Thank you, Jay. You know, with her. Thank you. It was she needs money, obviously, and so you know, cash apps are flying, and
she's on the run. That's the thing. Like
now, opinions of this channel may not be the opinions of others. I will put that out there. I personally do not care if you do not like Jody. Or if you like Jody, it has nothing to do with the conversation that Jody and I had. Nope.
You know, as far as I can see and tell what I'm being told and all, that means there ain't none of us stalking her like she's trying to flip that stuff around. She's been the one following us and doing weird stuff even before she was online the other day.
So she's talking about Marlena and saying that basically what Marlena is saying is them. And I wasn't there. Yeah, make that make sense. I mean, let me see it.
But then she wants us to believe she told Candace at 4:30 something. It was, remember, the first time she came out the other day, it was 3:30 to 4, and then it became 4 to 4:30. Then
remember when Marlena said Candace called her? First, I thought she said it was like 7 o'clock. And then she went back on that to 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
It became 4:30 something.
Yeah, 4:37. 4:37.
But then her first story years ago was that the call was that.
You really believe that Ernie is dropping money to locals, Renee Marie? You really believe that? I thought he had to go to New York to pick the money up. He hasn't been to New York yet, Renee Marie. He's got to go to New York to pick up the $100,000 in cash. Remember? I'm confused now.
After 7:30 at night.
Yes.
Now, I know from others that is true, right? But that means cops are already there, and this is her narrative of going, Candace, she's coming to search, and all this, and nobody's going, hey, if you called at 4:30 something, and you're like, Candace, you call the cops, or I'm going to, what, you didn't call the check back in on her? You ain't got no receipts to show us? You ain't got no scrolling in? What are you talking about? You didn't call back in all those hours. Be like, did you call Candace? Because if you didn't, I told you I was going to. But yeah, precious summer, you know, the sticks are going to fall out of the sky in the storm.
What do you mean before? What was before? When he was dropping money to locals? Was he doing that prior? If he's dropping money to locals, then I would automatically think about what kind of people the locals are in known activities. That's a good point. Only money drop he doing is for Fred's favorite substance. I've heard that is true, Eber.
But wait, I'm watching you and your brothers get thrown down and beaten. Oh, but wait, I'm leaving your people up
That is true. I'm going to say trigger warning. Some things that are said definitely is a big trigger warning.
I'm leaving.
This is the thing. All these locals, they were all listening to what each other was saying. They were all listening to what each other was saying.
My own child here with.
Some definitely related in some way, shape, or form.
You know, and I'm on hardcore stuff, and if you place dates, and I know when Marlena was kind of last fully around, like in, you know, like full on Marlena, Candace Dawn, that'll be around. And I've shown receipts throughout the years with Dawn and the doctor on how the tools are still on any mentions on Dr. Phil.
Right.
I know what times this hurts, why her lack of knowledge around Grandis, other thing, you know. Yeah, she was still running off and on, but eventually she was traded out for Allie and him. And I'm going to assume.
Oh, that's interesting verbiage. So it basically sounds like that this is what I'm hearing when Candace started hanging with Allie. She kind of quit hanging around with Marlena as much. Is that what I'm kind of taking that Jody's saying?
If what True and Allie and him say about Summer being OD'd,
right,
and being brought to them, I would almost bet you is probably on shit that circled Marlena and them. And I will tell you, Marlena, Clesta, the others, they were in Morristown. And it's, you know, you'll hear us say Knoxville, right?
Right.
But when we say that, we do not necessarily.
Which part do you need to hear? 40 seconds? July of 2021. Like she said.
Around Grandis, other thing, you know. Yeah, she was still running off and on, but eventually she was traded out for Allie and him. And I'm going to assume if what True and Allie and him say about Summer being OD'd,
right,
and being brought to them, I would almost bet you is probably on shit that circled Marlena and them. And I will.
Who in the holler, Carolyn, is related to Candace? Who in the holler is related to Dawn? What families is he related to? By blood. By blood. Inquiry minds want to know, right? What do you mean redeem them? Redeem them? Am I not redeeming them? What do I got to do to redeem them? I'll find out. I will see, my friend.
I'll tell you, Marlena, Clesta, the others, they were in Morristown. And it's, you know, you'll hear us say Knoxville, right?
Right.
But when we say that, we do not necessarily.
Which part do you need to hear? 40 seconds? Got J-Dubs. Hang on. July of 2021. Did I redeem them there?
And then somehow I got July 27th. I don't know. That shit's so confusing. For real. Hold on. I think I backed it up too much.
I think I got them. Thank you.
Oh, wait, she's gone.
Thank you, Lisa.
Hold on.
It was, remember, the first time she came out the other day, it was
It showed up.
3:30 to 4, and then it became 4 to 4:30. Then it became 4:30 something.
37.
on-
Yeah, 4:37.
But then her first story
Hold on.
years ago was that the call was at after 7:30 at night. Now, I
Yeah.
know from
I think I
others
got
that
them tonight.
that is true, right? But that means cops are already there, and this area, so her
Yeah.
narrative is going, Candace, she's coming to search, and all this, and nobody's going, hey, if you called at 4:30 something, and you're like, Candace, you call the cops, what I'm going to, what, you didn't call the check back in on her? You ain't got no receipts to show us? You ain't got no scrolling in? What are you talking about?
Right.
You didn't call back in all those hours? Be like, did you call Candace? Because if you didn't, I told you I was going to. But yeah, precious summer, the sticks are going to fall, the sky in the storm. But wait, I'm watching you and your brothers get thrown down and beaten. Oh, but wait, I'm leaving your
Right.
people. I'm leaving my own child here with.
Yes.
And I'm on hardcore stuff. And if you place dates, and I know when Marlena was kind of last fully around, like in like full on Marlena, Candace Dawn,
Right.
that'll be around. And I've shown receipts throughout the years with Dawn and the doctor and how the tools are still on any mentions on Dr. Phil.
Right.
I know what times this hurts, why her lack of knowledge around Grandis, other thing, yeah, she was still running off and on, but eventually she was traded out for Allie and him. And I'm gonna assume if what True and Allie and him say about
Okay, Carolyn, thank you. It's just the way some things are said, right? Yeah, Andy and Fred are related. Absolutely. Lawson, no, Carrie Lawson is not related to Ronnie Lawson. Sorry, Carolyn. Public service announcement. Carrie Lawson is not related to Ronnie Lawson. It's the way you word stuff, Carolyn.
Summer being OD'd.
Jody says, when they talk about Knoxville, doesn't mean they're necessarily talking about Knoxville.
And being brought to them. I would
Anyway.
almost bet you it's probably on shit that circled Marlena and him. And I will tell you, Marlena, Clesta, the others, they were in Morristown. And it's, you'll hear us say Knoxville, right?
Right.
But when we say that, we do not necessarily mean Knoxville around here.
Right.
And if you notice, those are locations that Dudley and Dawn traveled to.
Mm-hmm.
Other things throughout this, and if Dudley's past and people and all those people could, but you have really large things happening in around the Morristown area with major and hard shit. And if you know Marlena's things, well, chances are shit that may have OD'd Summer, if that's true, would have probably come from that sector. Right?
That's right.
Wow. Did anyone else see where the Louisville, Kentucky State Police worked with task force to conduct a bust in Knoxville a few days ago? If that's not questionable, little birds are singing and getting paper badges on YouTube. What, Genevieve? What does that mean? What were they busting? What was the bust? Substances? Trafficking? What bust was it? I don't want to have to Google it right now. I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
And I can't believe anyone would not have called no. I mean, but they eat us alive. It's like, man, you stood there with a child ODing and you didn't, I would have beat your ass and I would have been holding back and we wouldn't have been talking about it.
She is talking about Allie and them stating that Summer had gotten into something Candace had left on the table, allegedly. And what time frame? Oh, I'm looking at the chat from before that. I need to get that chat off of there. Lord have mercy, RC. Too many things going on at once. Hey, Brandy, love ya. Yes, yes, Brandy. When Jody was up on my panel, you could really not, because of the cancer, her voice would get tired and you couldn't understand her, but she really did a good job on my channel. You could really understand it for sure.
Please, right.
Yep.
Yes, I live next door, but these types of people have different masks for different people. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I can't make that make sense to the world, and I do not understand why they don't get it. Just
remember when Ernie put out that video, he was talking to that young girl and she kept talking about people wearing masks. I'll say trigger warning, but they were supposedly made from other people and they would sew them on their faces. It was really weird.
because I lived next door did not mean I was privy to it. And they knew, like, I was the neighbor, like, I'm the one contacted about boo-boos or,
Right.
like, nipples
Right.
or whatever, right? And things are wrong, but there's nothing you can technically do about it until you have enough proof. You just can't be like, yes,
Right.
my gut says, or,
Right.
oh gosh,
Right.
you know what I mean? And it's like, you think, like, the first couple of years,
well, I do think that if someone sees something or hears something, whether they can physically prove it with receipts, you need to call anyway, whether you got receipts or not. You need to call and report it anyway, for sure. Did Candace ever confirm that this happened to poor little Summer? Said what was true, Brandy? Which part of it? Oh, the part where they said that she had gotten into something on Candace's table? No, ma'am. I've never heard them publicly come out and say that that story was true at all, if that's the one you're talking about. But then again, I don't think Candace or Dawn would admit to something like that being true.
I was introduced to. It's like, we didn't hang out, and people can't make sense of that. It's like, we never hung out. Never even had so much as a beer or anything together. You know what I mean? Can't make.
I think where a lot of people, yes, the OD, thank you, Flies. I think where a lot of people is having a hard time believing the relationship that Jody had with the Wells, because, I mean, I think this, and I know a lot of other people do too, when you have someone who is helping you keep a record of your DV, you would think that these people are close enough to do that, right? That's what you would think. That is something that is, I would think, a very private, I don't know. You would think that you would be somewhat close to someone that, you would do something like that with. Then again, Allie should have called 911. Absolutely correct. Why not, unless it wasn't true or involvement? Absolutely. Absolutely. I guess my question was, and I never really asked it, I don't think, when that happened, were Allie and Candace still friends? Or did something like that allegedly happen after they had a falling out, right? Right? You're welcome, Brandy. Candace said it wasn't true. See, that's the worst thing. And this seems to happen everywhere in these kids' cases. People just saying a lot of stuff, and it drives me crazy because, especially in Summer's case, I watched these people go on creators' platforms and they would be given money for their interview. Everywhere that they went, that they got money, the story had to become bigger, right? It's like they had to add more in for someone to get their money's worth.
That makes sense to people. Right, but you live next door, but you know all this, but you, well, yeah, okay, but I live next door, and I'm
Right.
the stick up the ass.
Right.
You know, Candace and them are going to run to people like the Alleys or the Marlenas or the Freds or something. If something's really, you know what I mean? They
Right.
want to hire, cover up, do something.
Right.
I ain't that neighbor.
Right.
And all the neighbors like me got, you know, similar faces, masks, all that. But you can't make that make sense to the world.
Right. I get
Right.
it. I do get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what she was
But
saying.
Marlene and them, man, they had a front row seat. They knew. They knew stuff even I did not. I mean, look, bro, if I could have found absolute proof in any way, I mean, like they could have opened up a camera, a recorder. They would have had enough to, I mean, like, you know,
Right. Right.
it's like the first couple of years, I thought Candace's number is poverty stricken, right? So we helped try to take food of it and this there. But then you learn eventually or real quick that it's like, wait a minute, this ain't adding up.
Yeah.
He's making money.
That is very true. People have made a lot on Summer without putting out facts. I mean, I've tried really hard to keep with, the facts of the matter, the truth in, the different interviews and what is said and what actually you can show receipts on. And, I've not been a popular person because of that, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, some things have been put out there, some things have been said, and sometimes it is the way that something may be relayed in a chat. Maybe the person, miswords something, and that can take on a whole life of its own, by just the way someone may put something, in a chat, for sure.
And no, this is on purpose.
Right. Right. Yeah, absolutely.
But also you're dealing with children who are told repeatedly, you do not talk to cops, you do not talk to DCS.
Exactly.
So that in most of those years, DCS is involved in one capacity or the other, and it's her and those like Allie and Marlene is playing games with them and tit for tat. And so they come in, they open and close.
Right.
Meanwhile, none of them ever give real proof or evidence they could have.
Right.
If they, you know what I mean? And then there you have it to where maybe help didn't come in time to those children when DCS was involved in the last stage.
Exactly. Right. And I did hear that. I heard it was tit for tat, CPS being called, just like Jody said, no receipts being showed. even though they had receipts that they could show that proved what they were saying to CPS. It was more of a, I'm going to do this just to annoy the fuck out of you, right? And instead of putting, giving receipts and having things happen before it actually came down and really happened. The shock value of a lot of these statements in Summer's case is nuts. I've heard many different things from the same person to shock his chat, and they believe him. Isn't that crazy, Flies? And, it that is why I try not to be the YouTube police, because once you do that, that is what you're going to be doing all the time. You can call somebody out so many freaking times, and people don't want to hear what you're saying. They get there when they get there. But they absolutely do believe him. Absolutely.
All because all these fuck shits like Allie and all them and Marlene wanted to play games with them throughout the years.
Right.
Because of their adult, dope head oriented, debt owing nonsense.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I completely get it. Yeah.
Myself, we knew something was wrong. Red flags were going off in many of our guts, but we were like, what the hell do we do? What's actually wrong? But it also seems better over there, but there's something really wrong.
Okay, let me ask you this, Jody, because I've said this for a long time. Even though I agree, Flies. Excuse me, that was a fucked up. I absolutely agree that Dawn and Candace Wells let so much of that happen in their daughter's case. They did. Dysfunctional family, something changed. And I seen somebody make a comment about saying that is why they believe that Ernie used this case a lot, is because the parents allow it. And obviously Candace is good with it if she is allegedly, sending Ernie text about pictures and stuff, right? There was something, you said perfect storm. I'll go with that. There was something that just changed that was different, right?
Well, I said perfect storm in the way that right there around Summer Vanishing, you had the property sales, and it wasn't just there in Ben Hill. There was many around, so it was bringing in outsiders at a higher rate. You also had, the wooden brush cutters. You had all the stuff occurring, right?
Right.
Whereas if it had been a normal time period, that road would have been absolutely quiet. Whatever happened that day would have been easier to immediately identify. People had probably been in cuffs by then, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I just mean like the perfect storm, like it was just this unfortunate perfect storm of stuff right there, that
circumstances colliding together, basically.
right. That
Different
if it had been normal, like there wouldn't have been much noise. There would have been things maybe seen or heard over things that, you know what I mean? Like it was unfortunate that so many things were occurring
at the same time. Yeah.
But finish your question. Sorry.
No, I'm good. I think you answered it.
Better over there after Candace Senior moved in. The kids were looking a little healthier. This, that, and the other was occurring. Less traffic and way. I mean, like it was like, I thought things were getting a little better, but also at the same time, it's like something in your gut screaming.
See, that's what I kept saying. She said when Grandma came into the picture, it seemed like things were getting better, but then, under the surface, it was questionable. Things, something was saying something's not right.
Right.
And I don't.
You guys understand what she's saying there? Because I've said this from the beginning. I kept saying that
Something happened.
even though it was a messed up situation on 110 Ben Hill Road, something there was DV
happened.
and all kinds of stuff. Just from me researching and everything, it was like there was a certain point something went, well, of course we know something went very wrong, but something went very wrong. And she is saying that when Grandma Candace was there, the kids were looking better, things seemed to be getting a little better, and she mentions the Utah trip. So that's very interesting.
I remember telling Feds that, and I couldn't quite articulate what I was trying to say, but it's the
Exactly.
same way I told them. I'm like, seemed like it was getting better, but also something was wrong because I started digging, right there around when Dawn took off to Utah and then the return from, and even up until a couple days before summer vanished. And I knew certain things. And I knew they were bullshitting over there.
Right.
And it was giant red flags. And I knew that something was very wrong around the children and that they were ready to maybe speak. And that really sent me in overdrive. But, it's how I come to awareness of, like, say, the address down in Kingsport for Dawn and all that stuff, and then his son being what he is and all that. Before Summer vanished, I was like, well, if the son's one, chances are, but I couldn't find anything on Dawn. I couldn't find this, couldn't find that.
Now, who she's talking about is Dawn's son. His name is also Donald, and he is a registered offender. Now, this is allegedly the girl's parents were good with him seeing her. The age difference was a few years, and when her family turned him in, I believe that they said it was because the young girl ended up being pregnant. Now, if you all remember, and you may not remember, JLR actually went to his home and was standing out front of his house, showing his house. I'm talking about Don Jr. And then I heard that Don Jr. was actually rearrested because he had not provided his new address with the SO registry. Okay, so that's kind of what I remember about that.
Yeah, he ended up being put back in jail because where he had moved to when JLR went there, he had not registered at that address. Oh, you're so lucky, Brandy. Well, you're smart. You're smart. For sure. Oh, man. Yes, isn't it sickening? It's sickening.
Yeah, I'll leave that right there.
There was nothing there that I could hold tangible and be like, okay, I can try. You know what I mean? And then Summer vanished and the world became aware of some of those things later on, but it was like, there was nothing there. But those like Marlena or Fred's or others up there with front row seat, I mean, they could have, I hate to put that off on anybody because nobody deserves to carry it late, but when those were Marlena, they were part of it, man, to degrees where they knew the dope noise was, I mean, it was extreme dope. This wasn't like a little weed or a joint. This was extreme stuff.
Right.
And there's the potential, I mean, like,
Hey, Jody, I gotta go open the door for my son. You want to answer a question in chat? And I didn't mean to do this to Jody. I'll be right back.
She wasn't too happy. I had to, Chad had went to the grocery store for me, and I had to go open the door for him. And she, I don't think she was too happy about that, but.
If we were all at a party, but wait, Dawn was with us in the car, right? And this thing, I mean, they just make up where they want to. But after Dobbs and the police and Andy's mom left and all that happened, we went on to Walmart, I believe, that night, and this and the other. and wherever we had to go. And then we did go down certain hollows. We went out to Bailey and check on my dad to see if, like, because Nanny Dobbs is a sketch. I still like the dude. He's weird as hell. He'll obviously play in this realm too, and he's got a.
This is where she's talking about them taking a ride to see if they could kind of point out where Jackie Dobbs might have been, right? The intriguing part to me is the more sickening his theories gets, the more excitement I hear in his voice. He's always been like that. He sure has. Well, I can guarantee you guys, he loved it today when Tiffany and you know, Jody were kind of going at each other. I didn't, like I said, I didn't get to hear the whole thing, but because I had to step away. Degenerative Lost has the whole thing over on their channel. He enjoyed that. He loved getting that content. You better believe it. It took off the, you know, people coming at him for his crap, right?
Case the line too. He has a problem with women. I've always known dude was weird, you know, but that does not mean he's guilty of anything this summer.
Right.
But he struck my gut wrong. He struck the police their gut wrong. They were like, "What does that mean?" Like when you see police go, "What the fuck?" And then you hear this dude telling you that his own wife stabbed him, and then you see, you're like, "Man, I want to know that he's just not in the next hollow over, like squatting, and he'll be back through the night, or
Right.
you know." And it was concerned. So we just wanted. I mean, it wasn't hunting down or to hurt him or to do anything to him or harass him. We were just like, okay. But when you see even the cops go, "What the fuck?" and turn their heads, I mean, like the cops' head was really like, "What?" When Dobbs was like screaming and he go, "What do you need that for?" And cops like, "Man, you just told him you're selling this, or he's gonna need your info, obviously."
Right.
You know, and then Dobbs was like, "Whoops."
Right.
You know, and it was like, man, what a mask slip of Dobbs, you know, that even the cop was like, "Whoa." Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure
no,
that
because they who said it, who said that you and Andy went looking for Dobbs that night?
everybody has, and we did, but like not in a way like they've made it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? We went down a few holes down Beach Creek, just make sure he wasn't squatting in those.
Squatting around, yeah. Yeah,
He
I
was
get
like,
it.
"Oh, I ain't got no money. I'm poor and this there." And Andy's mom was gonna give him a couple $100 out of her purse to get him hotel. And even the cop and her looked at, we were like, "No, don't do that. This dude's
Right.
lying." You know,
Right.
we know he's doing something weird.
Right.
You know, and so anyway, she's like, "Well, I feel bad." Yeah, but that's how evil everybody was, right? To poor Dobbs. It's like whatever. They think there was this big giant. Like now, Andy did jump his ass when we first come, you know,
Right.
down here and found him. But and I thought I was never going to get him stuff. So I was like, "Bro, why'd you do that?" You know, whatever.
Right.
But other than that, nobody was screaming and yelling. I was nice, and I was like, "Here, dude, look here. You were defrauded, bro." This
Now let's talk about the real estate. If you guys go back and look, I'm not going to
Yes,
go
the
dig it up
real
to find
estate.
it. There are pictures
Hey, and
where the
so
real
good to
estate
see
agent
you.
took a picture of that property, and guess what it showed in the picture? It showed 110 Ben Hill
110
Road.
Ben Hill Road.
It is out there. I don't know if you guys remember it or not. I'm not going to go look for it. If you,
I never went to go look for it. It's out there somewhere. Those pictures, the real estate pictures, for some reason, I don't know why it showed, you know, unless they were showing, you know, the property across the street. I'm not sure. It was weird though. Everything associated with Summer's case has been weird. Weird stuff.
all are that interested, you go look for it for real.
ain't
Right.
rolling heels. This is you
Right,
got,
right.
you know.
Well,
And
the
I
thing
was
about it
like,
was people were just automatically, I mean,
Okay.
I stick with them on that. It's like until they say, "Man,
right.
you know, it's why you don't really hear me say any of the others are guilty or this and the other and any
That's
of
what you
that."
don't know. I mean,
And I don't come out here giving all of my, and that's something people want from me. What's your theory? Well,
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 Yeah, see, that's funny. She's talking about people continuously asking her what her theory is. And what did Ernie do? What's your theory? What's your opinion on what happened?
the thing about it is, what people need to, you know, like you know more than I do because you were around that.
But yeah, Ernie, you know, is out here like he knows everything about Summer's case when he obviously don't know anything about Summer's case. I don't think he really ever even followed it. I think he's expecting everybody else to just come and, you know, do the work for him.
That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Area. And other people know things that you may not know from that area.
Right.
So, you know, you got to jump on me on that because you are definitely from that area. So, I mean, you've
Like I
seen
tell
a hell of a
everybody,
lot more than I did.
well, it's like I tell everybody, you know, on my lives, but nobody listens to those long ass son of bitches. Right? But I tell them, like, if any of us come out here and go, oh, I'm an end all be all, or I hold all the evidence, I have the thing, they're lying to you.
They are, yeah.
None of us, no matter where, when, what we were all doing on the 15th or otherwise, hold everything.
Right.
And who knows what the hell any of us witnessed, seen, heard, etc. counts and doesn't. We can't say. I mean, there's some portions that have been verified to us we know do count, or you know whatever, but not everything. And you still, I mean, you still got to go in with well, Ellie can even bullshit like us, you know.
Right.
I mean, that's just part of it. But and especially to protect everything, considering most of our dumbasses are online too.
Right.
And to make sure that we don't give it, you know, or won't sell it. I mean, and there are obviously characters here who would sell everything off.
Right.
So, you know, the thing is, you know, even we don't necessarily know what counts or doesn't.
Right.
You know, and that's the damnedest part of it. And anybody that tells you any, I mean, it's like I always say, hey, you know, everybody's stuck on the screen thing. Man, and lost and unfound and it led nowhere. But he said that at the dog trail too. He said that in many things. It's one of his. I don't know what meant. You know, I know what we're
Right.
telling them.
Right.
I know how we're questioned about, asked about things.
Right. Right.
Doesn't really line up that, but that doesn't mean that that's shit at the end of the day.
Right.
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 But
well, one thing I've always said about you, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. At one point, you basically said, "I've talked to law enforcement, and what I told them, you're not going to know." Right.
That's I mean, I've said things out here. Obviously, I've told them, but not. I mean, everything we know is not everybody's business, though they feel entitled to it. They're
Yes.
like we're assholes for holding back.
I agree. I agree.
You know, and they see those like Marlene and Brett, so just give them more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And it's
Right.
like, or they play with these creators, and you know, I've never been into that. I'm not going to play with you. And if you're messing with me, and you know, obviously, not everybody fits into everything everywhere and how.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
Together. But as long as people are decent, and even me, I have no problem talking to you. But if you're
okay, I've been on here almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thoughts so far? I mean, Jody had a lot to say. Nobody just wanted to hear it. There are things that she said within that live. It was like 8 hours long. I also have, I can't remember though. I have to find, I need to find it because Degenerative Lost. I need to find it for him. It's in my mind now. But you guys, please, you can go check out Jody's content. My throat's getting a little sore. So you guys go check it out. It is part 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, right? Oh, you know, Renee Marie, I don't pay any attention to her either. For sure. I just don't run around saying horrible shit about people. I try not to anyway. For sure. So yes, I can give you the dates. I think it's May, one minute, I'll tell you. I don't know which one. I don't know what this one is. Oh, that's when Mama Bear was up there. That is so funny. Mama Bear, you are hilarious. She was like, Jody, come to my channel. Jody did, though. She went to her channel. Has she been back since? I don't know if Mama's in here or not at all. But I will go through and find it. But yes, the good thing about Jody over here having a conversation, you could understand everything she was saying. Everything she was saying. And she said some interesting stuff. She talked about, what was it, Morristown, right? Yeah, I think I kept it in my StreamYard, I know for sure. I know I cut it up on this one. Yeah, I'll go in and find it. I will go in and find it. For sure. Very interesting conversation, though. Very interesting conversation. And anybody that knows what Ernie is doing, and you clip something on my channel or whatever, I don't want Ernie getting it. I don't want Ernie able to use my stuff. Because he's an asshole. For sure. The second day, yeah, I played part 2. I don't think I played it all the way through. Yeah, I hadn't even got through that all the way. This is part 2. We can go through it a little bit more.
Like, oh, Andy was whatever to the whales. You know, I've always been serious about it. Like, it usually like a Friday, and it wasn't like it was like a 6 pounds. It was like it was a joint's worth or something, you know?
Right, right. And by the way, my Cash App is in my banner. If you want to tip the host today, I would appreciate it. For real. Yeah. I was pimping myself out big time. I'm not scheming. I'm not grifting, but I'm just fucking broke. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have said that. That wasn't very nice. I am just a real card.
I can show the messages on his phone. The whole 2 hours we'd be out, and that'd be my 1 day out a week. They'd be terrorizing or something. Right. Damn.
Maybe it's when I had the banner
and that wasn't consistent.
Let's see, because I put the banner up. Let me see if
pieces of trash. Well, they might be regurgitating old dope dealers' names, but
free. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm kind of tired. I've been busy today. So I'll do a part 3 tomorrow. Yeah, because I cut it up into parts. Very interesting. And I'm pretty sure I have. Let me know right now. StreamYard. Come into chat. Let me look. Well, I could probably play another half hour of it. Okay. Do you guys want to hear another half hour of it? Oh, no. Got to put me at 2 hours, and I'm not going to go over 2 hours. But you guys, everybody, you got to put a 1 in chat. Other than that, I'm not going to do it. I'll do it tomorrow. Let me see what I got in the StreamYard. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. This is a very, very, very interesting conversation. Hold on. And like I said, it's not me to tell you whether to believe her or not. For real. You don't believe her, don't believe her. And it shouldn't matter to anybody else whether I believe some of what she says or not. It ain't on nobody else, right? Do that. There's Punk. Okay, Punk is in the house. Misha's in the house. Hey, all right. Okay, but you guys are going to have to give me a bunch of thumbs up. For real. Okay, 1 more half an hour. Here we go. Bathroom and kitchen sink.
Yeah, they have hobbies. I don't know.
Okay, I get it. I got it. I actually get it. I did get it. Did you guys get it? For real. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Chris.
And unfortunately, I mean, yeah, all of us are double-edged swords. No matter what we say, it's going to be a fucking mess, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Doing all of this anyway. We just wouldn't be here to speak on it. But, man, if you're going to come out and speak, I mean, you want to fuck around tragedy events, do whatever, man. But if you're going to speak on it, unfortunately, until you're
that was my thing, too. I wish.
I mean, I don't know. It's very insidious. But y'all can feel how you want about yourself.
I put my banner up in this one.
You know,
and I question.
Then where were you? Why didn't you come on in all them hours and help search for Summer? Where are all the other calls that should be with you checking back in within a few minutes or a little bit going on?
That's kind of weird that she talks allegedly about getting this call talking about Summer's gone, and then now let me tell you, if she's saying she talked to Candace at 4:30, then why did it take her till after 7:30? Right?
The first time she was on years ago, before any of the rest of us public, she's all like, it was she had the call after 7:30, and that was the only one, whatever. And then she was saying that she was telling Candace to call law. Why would you have to do that, Marlena? The police were already there. So were search crews.
Right. She's right.
It's just this over. It's like I just
Right.
and she was the first really out in public I can name, seeing, being like, oh, under my real name, I want to be here. Pick me.
Right.
I know the family. Candace Dillon murdered her. Well, what she's saying now is a long distance from that, ain't it?
Right.
You can clearly see she's the one willing and dealing, and those like myself hold real
Thank
receipts
you,
for being a
ma'am.
real willer and dealer up there and all the things and drug use between all them
That's
shit.
the
So
first
she's
day
talking
chopped
about
up.
Marlena is what she's doing.
What do you mean that's the first day chopped up? So they're on the first day? I know Jody had been on my channel for like 8 hours. And then I did a live and she was that's when they came up, right? I thought it was after that 8-hour live. Oh no, because Tiffany came over here with Ernie. Okay, well, this is the first one. All right, let's see.
We're good,
This
right?
Oh,
is the
girl, no, I
first
listened
one.
to a little bit, just a little bit of Prayer Garden and you, and I'm telling you,
I'm gonna go through it quick
Channel's right.
to see if they come
Everybody, cash out for.
He's
Oh yeah,
baby.
she talked about it.
Puts them off cliffs, and
They did.
you
say
know,
that,
I'm like, bro,
Oh,
they were
no.
all getting these emails to do it. That's the thing.
just like, and let me see if I can say this right. The says she heard something that day. Did you see them go look for her, or
Here's his tip, or we found this thing
was the fact that Dawn said Candace was looking at the top?
in this
Part one
tight
is
pattern
real
you
good.
cannot imagine, in these certain patterns.
I'm just looking.
What
to
do you
see
think law
if they
enforcement's
show up?
You really searched his well.
And I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure who even brought
I should have checked it
an education or pay attention
before I even
for
started.
sure. I mean, whatever.
I may
But
have
I
to go
stayed in my
back and-
lane.
Be friends, and she target.
How can you set, and don't forget,
Sorry, I'm so picky and stick up my ass. And it was just, and honestly, that I mean, look at what I was going through, but it was like,
Is this the same
is
one?
called her horrendous names, did videos about her. Right.
went in with the absolute knowledge.
Your car, your
Searches for summer, and those are only 3 ways off a hill. If needles are going to jab through them, they're going to jab through. And then
so bad in some of these areas. I'm gonna go with a conversation and he's like, oh,
well, the truth was,
I ain't heard no fighting in this
that's
one.
I thought it was a what?
it's parking the exact
This is
area
the
that
first one.
actually they're going to
All right.
a little shit because
I'll have to go
links
through
and all
find
kinds
it.
of different stuff
Like I
on
said,
my
there's
panel
like
and speak their
2 or
truth
3 different
and
ones.
use it to.
Okay, I'm done. Yes, Ernie and Tiffany Marie came over way after. Yes. Hey, Rosie. Yeah. No, Tiffany Marie came over with Ernie at a different time. It's not the same time. The time that Tiffany Marie came after Jody was not throughout that time at all. I'll find it. I know it's got to be there. I'll find it. I will look for it myself. But you guys, please go check it out. Let's see. It starts in, the date on it is like May 4th and 5th, 6th, 7th. And then there's a day missed. And then, but I will absolutely find it for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay. I got, okay. Thank you guys for the gems. I appreciate it. Ruby, Mr. A, Nana Kim. I don't know what it means when they say I need to, okay.
All right, I got stars on all of them, so I guess that means something, right? Okay. They were all 4-starred. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging. Please, you can go check out that content. I will find it in pure form. I know that I have it. Absolutely. I think, if I remember correctly, I secured it in a download so that way I would have it, so I wouldn't lose it. So I know that I do have it, but we'll find, because yes, there was verbal conflict between Jody and Tiffany Marie on my channel. So Jody absolutely was telling the truth. I just can't remember what they were bickering about. I can't remember. Probably along the lines of what they were bickering about today. So, for sure. I do appreciate you guys. Please go check that out. I would love that. And I mean, hey, y'all call me crazy. So, hey, I'm monetized off of monetizing myself on my content. So definitely cannot strike myself at all. But I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I don't want to keep you on here much longer. Like I said, my throat's kind of giving out on me. I do have a big mouth. And thank you, the Pirates. Appreciated. Feel free to become a member if you like. Feel free to just come over and hang out. Give me a thumbs up. I would love, love, love that. You special people, you. And as always, we are low budget over here. We love to hang out. We love to have conversation. We love it that, you know, people aren't fighting and chat with each other. Everybody can have their opinion. We can all have a kumbaya moment. But I do think it's very important that you all absolutely listen to what Jody had to say. Nobody really, I think, was listening to, you know, her words for sure. Also, Carrie, will you drop Brandy's link for her channel for me? Would you do that for me, ma'am? Mr. A, did you have a funny song you wanted me to listen to? Drop the link to it and I will play it, because you dropped the link earlier to it. So let's hear what you got going on. Let's see what that rabbit's doing now. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you coming and hanging out, for real. For real. But I'm on a mission to find a fight. That is why I said I was looking for a fight. And y'all came in here thinking I was looking for a fight with somebody. No, I was literally looking for a fight on my channel. Thank you, Carrie Lawson. Okay, wait. What are you doing there, mister? Hold on. Hold on. He is on a 4-wheeler. The Moroccan sniper is on the loose. Hold on, I'll back it up. That is AI. How did you get your ass on a 4-wheeler? How'd you AI yourself on a horse? I want to know. The latest Rufus update. Who is Rufus? Who's Rufus? There he is, Mr. A, coming to the rescue. Oh, I'm sorry.
I know what love's about. Only you, only you.
Where's May
Make
May?
my skies a brighter blue.
May May.
Every day, every
She's
night.
probably recovering
You're
from
the
her
reason
date
I feel
over the
alive.
weekend when she went to
Hold
the
me close,
to
don't
the
let
wedding.
go. You're the love I've always known.
Did you AI generated yourself singing? I always crack myself up. Who's Rufus, Amy's? Who is Rufus?
I don't
you're missing
need
it.
a million stars. All I want is where you are. Through the highs
Now wait. So this is AI generated you singing?
and through the lows.
You
You're
need to
the
go
one
sing for real.
never
Oh, Rufus, is he okay? Is Rufus okay, Amy's?
let go. Even if the rain falls down,
Did he have a bad
even
hook or
if the
something?
world turns round, I will always stay with you.
Oh, hell no. Hell no, Mr. A. Do you really know how to surf? I want to know.
'Cause my heart beats just for you. Only you, only you.
Wait, ass.
Make my skies a brighter
Man, you're
blue.
swimming with the
Every
dolphins.
day, every
Running
night.
with the
You're
whiskey
the reason
horses.
I feel alive. Hold me close, don't let go. You're the love I've always known.
How did you do that? Inquiring minds want to know. Damn. 17?
Even if the rain
Damn.
falls down, even if the world turns round, I will always stay with you. 'Cause my heart beats just for you. Only you,
Ever,
only you.
Mr. A.
Make my skies
You
a
love
brighter
Mama T.
blue.
I am
Every
okay
day,
with that,
every
mister.
night. You're the reason I feel alive. I was walking all alone through the nights, through the cold. Every love would fade
I bet you never sprayed Mama T with the air freshener. For real. Right in my face.
away, but you made me stay. Now I see the world so clear with
That
you
is really
standing
cool.
right here.
Real
No more
cool.
searching, no more doubt. I know what love's about. Only you, only you.
Oh, that is so cute. You are something else there, mister. For sure. Always something over there. Okay, thank you, mods. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everyone who hung out and listened to two of me today. I know it's hard to listen to one of me. You had to listen to me twice. Isn't that something? For real. I mean, I am kind of weird. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Low level weirdo. All right. Appreciate you guys. Be you, do you, go wherever you want to, hang out wherever you want to hang out. Always remember, you can always be part of a conversation and not talk shit about whoever they're talking shit about. Okay? Hang out, have some fun with it, do whatever you're going to do, except for Ernie. Except you, Ernie. Freaking, you are a high level weirdo. For real. And you're not a nice person. Kinda, that's understatement. Yes, I love the horse. I love the horse. I jet ski behind you. Hey, you got a date. You have an AI date, Mr. A. Amy said that she would jet ski behind you. For real. Okay, you know that you're one of us over here, Mr. A. For real. All right, thank you, Flies. Thank you, Carrie Lawson. Thank you, Mr. A. Those are my mods. Actually, the only mods I have. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I will catch you guys later. Peace out. Thank you, Genevieve, for popping in. Everybody else, thank you.